Then let us talk about contradiction method today. Okay, so today I'm giving another question. Say I'm writing sum of two sides of a triangle is greater than the third side. So this is uh, this is a theory, okay, and we want you to prove this by using contradiction method. Prove by the method of contradiction. So this is the question, and let me give you another question which is very common, and maybe you already know that thing. So that is by the by contradiction prove that is an irrational number. Is an irrational number. Okay, so it is 2, and it is actually root over 2. This is very common question, right? You already know about this, right? The second question, have you seen this question at school or somewhere? Maybe. Root over 2 is an irrational number.
Yes, sir. At class
Yes,
9, sir.
yes. This is very common question in school level,
Yes, sir. Only the computer.
and that one is actually proved by contradiction. Okay. So let me show you the first one. So how can you show this? So at the beginning, you try to understand what is your P, what is your Q. So sum of two sides of a triangle, sum of two sides of a triangle. Uh, I mean, if you take sum of two sides of a triangle, then it will be greater than the third side. So this is P and this is Q. Is that okay? Do you understand? So if you understand this thing, then in the method of contradiction, what is the pattern? What is the pattern? The pattern is P implies not Q. P implies not Q is fallacy. This is the pattern. So P implies not Q will be always wrong. So this is the pattern. You have to think what is your P, you have to think what is your Q, then you have to apply this pattern. So that will be the method of contradiction. So you just write like let us let us assume that, okay, let us assume that the the third side third side, uh, okay, সাইড গুলো একটা নাম দিয়ে দিই, let us three sides are ABC. Okay, ABC name. It's up to you, but I'm just giving names. Okay. So third side is not greater. Oh, okay. আমার তো এটা আগে লিখতে হবে, দুইটা তো নিতে হবে। So you have to write the fact first. You have to write the fact first. So what is the fact? The fact is uh, here here you have to take P. You have to take P. The change is not there. P is the fact. And then you go to the right side as not. So take the two sides, sum of two sides. So sum of two sides equal to a plus b. Okay. So this is the first fact. Now you are thinking not q. You are thinking not q. So not q means what? Not q means third side is not greater than not greater. So not greater means what? That means a plus b equal to c, maybe, or okay, let me write that means, that will be good to read. So that means, comma, either a plus b equal to c, or a plus b less than c, right? Isn't it? So if it is not greater, that means no, what is that? Two sides. Okay, yes. The third side not greater. No, the writing is wrong. Writing is wrong. What is the writing? Writing is sum of this. Okay, the sum. I should write the sum. Third side is not the consideration in the website. It is the sum, that is addition. Sum is not greater than the third side. Now it is correct, right? So you can move to the next line, that is a plus b will be equal to 0, maybe, or a plus b will be less than 0. So what will happen with this situation? What will happen with this situation? So say for the when a plus b equal to c, what will happen? So you can write three lines. What will happen? Three lines will coincide. You can write coincide upon, okay, each other. So coincide upon each other means there will be no triangle. Okay, so there will be no triangle. Can you see I'm writing it maybe little small?
Yes, sir.
Maybe it is little hard to read, but just I need to write many things. So it will be, there will be no triangle possible. There will be no triangle possible. So it means the contradiction. It means the not possible situation. It means the always false situation. So what is that situation? The situation is there is one line. There is one line C. Okay, let me use the line. There is one line C. Okay, so this is the third line C. Maybe C is the biggest line, maybe. So no problem. But you have other two lines. You have other two lines means maybe one line is A, so it is A line. Okay, this is from that corner, it is the thing, and the other line is B, so other line is B, so like that. So A plus B. You got my point? Because A plus B will be equal to C. So A plus B will be equal to C means A plus B and C will be just on one single line. That's it. So where is the triangle? There is no triangle in this case. So it is a contradiction. It's not possible. Okay. Now you explain the second option, that is if A plus B is less than, if A plus B, if A plus B, you can write when again, so it will be again like that. So when the second case, A plus B is less than C, then what? Oh, sorry, A plus B, then what will happen? You can write, okay, triangle will not be possible because sum of two sides will not reach, okay, will not reach even the other corner, will not even reach the other corner. So this is how you explain. So you can write in your own words, okay, other will not reach even the other corner. You can write in your own words, no problem. But the understanding is there will be a line, that is the C line, and the two other sides, one side is A, so you can start from this corner. If you go like this, that will be A, and the other side is B, so you can start from here and it will be ended up here. That's it. Even it is not going to the other corner because A plus B is less than C. Then how can it be a triangle? So that is not also a triangle. So there should be a situation like this is the side and this is another side, this is another side. There should be something like this. So A and B must be bigger so that you can have a triangle. So this is the explanation. So after writing this, you will write, okay, there is a contradiction. There is a contradiction in the situation. We do not have any triangle even. So the theory is correct. The theory is correct. I mean, if we do not take the theory as a correct one, if you think it is not Q, then there is a contradiction. There is a problem. So P implies Q is correct. This is the logic. Is that okay? Do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
So there may be different questions. It is not only the thing. I can make a similar small little question, and don't worry that you did not practice this question at home. No, do not worry about that. You will just follow the rules. You will follow what is your P and what is your Q and what to do. You follow the method and then ultimately you will reach the goal. Actually, your answer will be correct. So don't worry about the correct answer or wrong answer. I will see how you are managing the problem, how you are handling the problem. That is my target. Okay then. So any question, any more question?
Sir, question number 2. What is part P and what is part Q? This is very confusion for me.
Oh, okay. So second, okay, good question. So let me just do it quickly. So you try at home. The it is like if there is a number, you will think like that. If there is a number which is root 2, if the number is root 2, you think in that way. If there is a number which is root 2, or if I take a number which is root 2, if root 2 is a number on my hand, so this is your P, and then what will happen? It will be an irrational number. So this is your Q. So think in this way. If root 2 is a number on my hand, then it is an irrational number. Or you can say, if we consider root 2 as a number, then this number will be irrational. Now you understand what is P, what is Q?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that is it, and you try at home. If you have a problem, then I will solve it in the next class tomorrow. No problem. So let us finish here.